It's the Mozambique. It's an Afro-Cuban rhythm. We're calling it the Mozambique. Mozambique is actually an African word, but we're going to use it to call it this particular rhythm, which is an Afro-Cuban rhythm. Don't worry about it, because here's the deal that goes along with that. No one has ever turned around to me and said, hey, Josh, how about playing a Mozambique on this? Never happened in a million years. Never happened, never going to happen. I'd bet you $100,000, never going to happen. What they are going to say is, it's a Latin, Josh, and it's not going to fall under the realm of bossa or samba, which is usually what they say when they say Latin. There are millions of Latin rhythms, but that's what ends up, it ends up being that for the most part. So if they say it's a Latin, I think that this is always a great place to start because the ride cymbal breaks up the time a little bit, and I have many options to play different things just within this rhythm. So let's jump right into it, and you'll be all ready to go next time someone turns around and says, it's a Latin. The first thing we want to do is realize that, at least in this first version of it, we're going to play the hi-hat on beats 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to start building the hi-hat across. The full ride rhythm sounds like this. But we're going to build across it, counting eighth notes like a 2-bar pattern. 1, 2, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. And 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4. And 1, and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, and 2, and 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, and 2, and 4. 1, 2, 4. 1, and 2, and 1, 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 2, and Here's that rhythm again, just a little bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your time with that ride pattern. Make sure that feels good against this hi-hat pattern. Then you can start adding the other limbs. First thing we're going to do is just put the bass drum on beat 1 with that. Here we go. Now we're going to add a rim click on the and of 4 at the end of the first measure. 1, 2, sounds like this. That can be a little weird getting into that M1 and 2. That's what happens when you go into that second measure, N1 and 2. All right, be aware of that. Now we're going to add the tom part in the second measure, and I think it's best to add those together at the same time. The pattern of just the second measure with just the hands, ride cymbal and the tom, sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I think it's really good just to play that pattern slow and then loop it, and then you have to try to figure out how to incorporate it with everything. So first we'll get the pattern going with the bass drum, then we'll add the rim click on the and of 4 at the end of the first bar, then we'll bring the toms in. You build everything across. That's the best way to do these things. And then you got the whole thing going on. 1, 2, I'll build across. That groove right there will get you far. And it's kind of nice because you're not adding the and of 2, which is the beat we're getting ready to add right now, and it leaves a little bit of space within the groove for people to do stuff. So now we're going to add that and of 2 with the feet, and I think the easiest way to do it is just to practice with just the feet first. So you'll play 1, 2, ready, you'll go 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So now let's try to add that with just the ride pattern. Let's start with just the ride and the hi-hat, and then we'll try to bring in the foot. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Important to realize that that's going to fill in between these ride cymbal notes. Play that a couple times. Sounds like this. All together. Ready, 2, here we go. Let's bring everything back in. So we'll play a couple bars of just the ride, bass drum, and the hi-hat, and then we'll bring in that left hand. It's only going to be weird in that first measure where you come off that rim hit, but after that you're good, because the second measure is just the same as you've been doing it up until now. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.